do you mind if I have you listen to an artist from here? You know, because we, Indiana be having trouble getting people on the map. So I'm gonna have you listen to an artist from here, and I just want you to give me your honest opinion.
Okay.
So I'm not staring your opinion. I just want your opinion. She gets a lot of traction. I want you to listen to an artist from here. She go by the name of Kitty Red.
Kitty Red?
Kitty Red, yeah.
All right.
So, and I just want you to give me an honest opinion of her. You know, I'm always trying to have people listen to the artists that we have here in the city, you know, to do my part just to help them be heard, right?
Yeah.
You just give me an honest opinion. So that's one of our artists here in Indianapolis, that town, go by the name of Kitty Red. I just want your honest opinion on it.
Too elementary.
Too elementary?
Yeah, too elementary. That tempo slow beat is the 80s. All the beats now fast. So when you put her and compare her to the songs like, what's the little girl name? Pluto or something they're saying. We get money. Hey, that song, man, that makes nah, that's 20 years ago. And all she talking about is fucking. I like to fuck. I need some in-house dick. I like to twerk. That ain't go great. That ain't no radio hit. That ain't no club hit. So that ain't, that's a local house party hit. Let me hear another one. Because man, the way Megan rapping, the way Glorilla rapping, she in the dust.
Okay.
The delivery. That's what I'm saying. This is another style of, delivery. She like old niggas the way she rapping. Where them young hoes though? Yeah, man. She like old niggas with the and she talking hoe talk. Man, you gotta talk rap talk. You know what I'm saying? Mo, I'm stunting on these bitches, but you can't talk. Because what end up happening is when you get in the producer studio, everybody trying to fuck based on what you rapping about.
Right.
And that's what ended up happening to a lot of talented female rappers. These niggas listening to what they saying, and niggas now is becoming a fuck session rather than a studio session. Cause they seeing what you're saying, and they can't see nothing past what you're saying. So that's why you gotta be versatile, other than just talk about I need some in-house. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's cool. That's all right. But man, give me another one.
Okay. So you just told us what you thought about Kitty Red. I don't know if she's still rocking with Dame Dash or not, but I do know at one point she was rocking with Dame Dash because he was, coming here trying to help some artists or whatnot. Do you feel like Dame Dash is the right, because Rockefeller days, so he knows what he's doing.
He don't know what he's doing,
or he used to know what he's doing.
Obviously he didn't either then.
But like this, in this day and age, do you think Dame Dash is a person that can help you get to the next level?
Nope. What happened? Well, I ain't gonna ask that because you don't know. The people he came through to help, what stopped them? What stopped them from getting through the next level? I don't see. You don't need a Dame Dash in today's time when you got the internet. So I don't see how nobody. That's the old day. That's the old has been Dame. The new Dame can't walk you to no record executive, or nobody wants to deal with him. He comes off as angry and bitter, disgruntled, so nobody wants to deal with him. And then who in the industry is gonna go against Jay-Z? So why would you get with somebody who used to be something, still trying to be? I don't know how far he can take him in music, but from what I see, I think he's blackballed. The industry. Yeah.
The people is pretty much like it's either Dame or Jay, and they
it ain't Dame or Jay. Dame has no presence in the music industry. Nigga, Rockefeller been gone. He has no presence. So who in their right mind would go be with Dame. That's that's a nigga coming to the small town playing on the small town. Man, he used to be he ain't that no more. They ain't even giving record deals through Dame Dash him no more. They took his artist. So what makes you think they gonna take this artist? So yeah, I don't know. I hate to knock people's dreams, but you don't need a Dame Dash to get in. He can't even get in. So shit, man, no. Who have he got in?
I can't think of nobody recently off the top of my head.
That's what I'm talking about. Nigga, ain't nobody going against Jay-Z. When somebody say, hey, man, this is Dame Dash artist, first they say, man, how Jay go feel about that? It's one of the first things we gonna say. Because nobody wants to go against Jay-Z and Live Nation.
We about to get right into it, man. Donald Trump just officially won the election.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris, some say she put up a good fight.
I say she didn't put up a fight. Yeah. I say she didn't even fight back.
She didn't fight back?
She didn't fight back. Well, if she wanted to fight back, she was supposed to go, she went and picked the low-hanging fruit. The low-hanging fruit from the tree, meaning she went and got the Cardi B crowd, the Megan Thee Stallion crowd, the Glorilla crowd, the Sexy Red crowd, the Quavo crowd. She didn't go get the Tyler Perry's crowd. She didn't go get the Harvard Law students crowd. She didn't go get our mother's intellectual crowd. She went and got the hoes and the bitches of the culture and presented them to us as if that was gonna pull out the best of black people to come vote for her. She didn't go get the best of black people. Viola Davis, Regina King, Sanaa Lathan, Queen Latifah. It was way more black other entertainers that she could have went and got other than these ass shaking ladies.
So do you feel that her having Megan Thee Stallion shake her ass?
Yeah, that hurt her.
You think that hurt her voters?
Yeah, that hurt her. Beyonce is not a community leader. Kelly Rowland isn't a voice that we want to hear during election time, because once they stop singing, we don't know what they sound like because they don't speak to us as a culture. They don't talk to us as a people. So there's many things that happen to us as black people throughout this country, and those black voices remain silent. So here you go get the same people that attended all the Diddy parties and put them before us with their moose knuckles, their ass shaking. Cardi B just broke up with her husband, just recently had a baby. We haven't seen Cardi B nurturing the baby. We ain't seen her breastfeeding the baby. You done handed your baby off, so we hadn't saw that. So how can you go get this woman and you got black married people who are sitting back saying, well, who is this woman? My mama didn't know who these people were.
They said that Cardi B was actually cheating with the baby. Watch out.
Yeah, man. Well, man, you get that with that long shaft, he gonna be tapping the baby in the head as he coming in out there. He gonna be tapping the baby upside the head. And man, chances are they ain't wearing no rubber. Cause if I'm fucking a pregnant broad, I'm going in raw. Cause I know I can't get her pregnant. I'm coming out in there. So so these wasn't the best people to go get, man. There's no way you can compare a Coretta Scott King or Betty Shabazz with this group here. So she fucked up by doing that.
So do you feel like when people was voting, do you feel like they was really voting against Biden? Or do you feel like the Democratic Party didn't really give her enough time? Or do you feel like she was going to lose regardless?
She was going to lose regardless because this is a democracy, right? Both parties have preliminaries, right? So you get 12, 15, 10 Democrats. You may have 17 or 20 Republicans. Yeah. They spend a time going through a preliminary, and the party people pick the one that they want to represent the party. They gave us her. Joe Biden stepped down and they said, okay, this is going to be your presidential nomination. Let us pick who we want. So that's where they lost it.
All right, welcome everybody to the TieGame Michael Show. We got a very special guest. He is back again. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Man, Charleston White, America's favorite uncle. Yeah, the uncle at Thanksgiving in the kitchen hollering, bitch, shut up before we go home. Yeah, with no violence though. Yeah, this is how me and my baby talk.
All right, now we glad to have you back, brother.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back, man. We actually did a great podcast last time.
Thank you. Now, last time you was here, Donald Trump had just won the election.
Yeah.
And now he's been in office for about 9 months. Mm-hmm. So how do you think he has done a good job so far up until this point?
When you say a good job for the economy, I think he's done a good job for America, for white America. but with Making America Great Again.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's done everything he said he was going to do. As a president, when most presidents don't deliver, if nothing else, he's delivered all of his campaign promises to his constituents, his voting base.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where you see the ICE agents kind of being a little bit more gung ho and aggressive with making arrests. You see Trump recruiting federal law enforcement to join in with state and local law enforcement to help reduce crime. So, yeah, he's doing everything he said he was gonna do.
Okay, now he's been getting a lot of backlash, especially from like the minority groups or whatnot. Do you feel all that backlash is warranted?
Nobody listens to backlash from minorities because they don't have any actions behind the backlash, right? So let's boycott Target, and they can't never boycott Target. So the backlash that minorities give to politicians falls on deaf ears.
Okay. So pretty much you're saying that because there's no action with the backlash, it's just noise and
what have they stopped? Every law and legislation that he's put before Congress, they've been signing. The government is shut down right now. So what have the backlash stopped or prevented? Nothing. It's just chatter.
Okay.
It's just chatter.
Do you feel like most politicians really just come to the minorities every 4 years and then go away for 4 years until it's time to get some votes again?
Now, not most politicians. All of Democratic politicians.
Okay.
Republican politicians don't even talk to minorities because minorities' ears are closed to Republicans and conservative politicians. So it's the Democrats, it's the liberals who wait every 4 years and say, we love you guys, we love you guys. If you're not black, if you don't vote Democrat, and then they leave and you never see them again. So during those 4 years, just say within the last year, where have you seen anybody Democratic say, hey, y'all, I know we didn't win this time. Let's rally the troops. So where do you see somebody from the Democratic side coming into our communities within these next 3 years trying to rally us? You won't see it until it gets close to election.
So only around voting time.
Because and the reason they do that is because number one, they rely on an uninformed voter. They don't rely on the voter who knows what they're voting for and knows who they're voting for and the policies and the principles that they're standing on. They completely rely on us not knowing. That's why they wait. Hey, it's election time. Y'all get up and rally up all of us. And then, boom, you hadn't heard a celebrity. You hadn't heard not one person mention anything about voting to try to even prepare for the next election season.
Yeah, it's going to be here.
They don't even prepare us for it, homie. So we're not even starting to look at different candidates. We're not even looking at the policies that the president is putting in place, that Congress is signing, let alone, homie, you're not even looking at your state house representatives and your state senators to see what they're doing. So, homie, we lose paying attention to politics. The Asians never talk politics, and they're one of the most vibrant ethnicities in America. So, the Asians, you never heard Asian people talking politics. Never.
Okay, so you feel that do you feel like Trump? You said Trump is doing everything that he said he was going to do.
Yeah, he's doing everything.
One of the big issues about Trump came up was like the whole DEI policy and removal. How do you feel about that? A lot of people felt like it was based in racism. Other people feel that's not the case.
That Trump did it based out of racism?
Yeah, some people feel like...
Oh, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very evident that he did. It's clearly what he's doing. It's very clear, but who can stop him? So who can stop white people from saying, hey, we finna go fire all these people because black people he clearly said that and that's what they did. Okay, now who's gonna stop him? Nobody. Nobody can stop him. Because there's some truth to what he said, and there's an element of effectiveness in what he's doing.
Okay. So do you feel like this is heading towards a dictatorship?
It's headed toward... We already have a dictatorship. Israel, the Jews, Americans beholden to the Jews. Our president is not a powerful person. He's a puppet. He's just a face. But he don't run nothing. Even when he talk, he got speech writers. He got a teleprompter, so he can never get off script. Are we going to a dictator? We already have a dictator by the name of a president. He only served 8 years. We're going to one world government. We're going to one world government. We talk about the new world order. Man, this is one world government that we're seeing being put into place. But nah, Trump, if he could, he would. But they're already putting things in place for.
Because he's been talking about running for a third term.
Well, his third term is putting Vance out as president, and then him sitting back as vice president, but still running it.
I don't even.
That's not because constitution-wise, we could never vote for a third. He could never get a third term.
Because I do remember he said that you can't do voting like during a war or something. He's like, maybe I'll just start one. But he just talking? Probably just
he just talking. America can't afford to go into another war. America's almost been at war, what, 300 some consecutive years. We can't afford to go into another war. But what he's doing is a distraction. What he's coming to say to American people, homie, he's a puppet. He is not the ruler of the world. Them Jews is. Why you think there's been more legislation signed to support the Jews than any other legislation that's been signed in America, and we're only talking about racism? Homie, Trump ain't. Black people are being put back into the position they were during the Civil War. We gonna be slaves again. Man, we ain't gonna be slaves. Well, you thinking about slaves and chains and slaves and whips. When you pick your phone up every day, you enter into a new plantation called the metaverse world. And you're stuck here all day long. You're not making no money. You're not being productive in the real world. You're stuck on here all day, every day, at least 18 hours out of the day. You have become a digital slave. Because everything you're watching and everything that you're scrolling is making money off your digital labor, meaning your time that you're wasting on this. So, homie, that's why you keep hearing Israel, Palestine, Ukraine, Russia. This is world talk. This ain't American talk no more. Americans don't have rights and citizenship no more. We was given consumer rights, and we lost our citizenship by way of consumerism.
How do you feel about, I guess I can say, some of the shaming tactics that people try to use to be like, well, if you don't vote this way, then you're not black, or if you vote this way, then you're against us. Or
so what they did was the Democratic Party. Most people don't understand. That's the party of slavery. So when you understand history, the Democrats have always been the party who wanted slavery. They're the party who invented and originated the Ku Klux Klan, right? So they understand us more. That's why they tapped into our entertainment side, because they know we have an entertainment whore's mind. So they know us. So what they did, they played on the fact that black people in America, there's a gender war between the black man and the black woman.
Speak about it.
There's a real gender war. There's a real gender war. So they use that to try to shame the black man into voting for Kamala. Because they said the reason Trump won last time is because black men failed to come out and vote. Well, most black men can't vote. See what I'm saying? Most black men got a record, or they're not even interested. So they tried to use a shaming tactic toward black men. That's why you started seeing commercials highlighting the fact that black men need to get out and vote. That's why they went and got the ass and the. Think about this. That's why they went and got the women who shake their ass and pop their to put before us, because they know what? Black man like ass and.
So it kind of make you think like, dang, so that's what they really think about.
Yeah,
they feel they can just have a lady on stage twerking and then we about to just run to the polls because she's up there shaking her ass or whatnot.
Well, they went and they know most of us follow a woman to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
So they went and got the ass and but they went and got the woman who our women idolize, Beyonce, the Beehive. So they went and got our women idols, put them on stage, and the traits and the characteristics of ass shaking is what made most black men tune in.
Let me ask you something. Do you believe that the black culture have a problem or have a issue or something that we need to fix to better ourselves as a people where they won't feel like, you know what, let's send somebody shaking their ass so we can get those votes? Like, what do we need to do as black people for them to start respecting our votes? Because it's like
we need to self-educate. So we need to educate ourselves inside the home, because that's where education starts at. Education begins in the home. We're not educated in our homes. Most of us can only say A, B, C, D, E, F, G by the time we go to school, and we don't know nothing else. Most of us, our families don't have the multiplication charts teaching us that before we go to school. Most of us can't count to 100 before we go to school. So we completely rely on our public school system to educate us when it really miseducates us. So we don't have a family unit. One of the strongest part of being educated, homie, is coming from a strong family. A family that values education. So they know we don't value education. That's why they bring us entertainment. So they rely on the uninformed voter. That's why most of us don't know, most black people don't know anything about the platform. We're looking at skin color. Most of us don't know anything about the candidate. We look at skin color. And before Dr. King died, part of his I Have a Dream speech was to judge me by the context of my character and not by my skin. That's what they getting us to vote on. Skin color. Oh, just because she black. So we're not voting based off the context of the character. Because if we was doing that, we would ask some questions. Why don't we ever see her with her white husband and her 2 white kids? They never showed us a complete picture of her and her family. Every other presidential candidate, every other elected official always get on stage with their family. She never did that, not one time during the campaign.
Do you think that a black man that was running for president and had a white wife would have been able to make it as far as Kamala did?
That's why Obama's no to answer your question. That's why Obama, if you read his book, Obama dated white women, but he knew he couldn't go far in politics dating a white woman. There's no way black America will elect or vote or support a black man that has a white wife. That's why black women won't get behind Candace Owens, because she got a white husband.
Now, when I say that, it's a problem.
Oh,
I told him, I said, listen, if Barack Obama didn't have Michelle Obama, it works in his favor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, Kamala can get away with that, having a white husband, because it's, you know, of course it's a double standard when it comes to who you're marrying. You understand what I'm saying? But
well, they strategically kept her husband out of the picture.
Right.
She came to play black. She can't play black with this complete white family. So we're voting off what we see, not what we know. Think about what I just said. We're voting off what we see. Oh, man, we got a black president. Man, he got a white mama. That nigga really ain't black. His wife made him black. The woman he lay down with made him black. She helped him produce black children. She has no children, but she's married to a white man with 2 white kids. Had they gave us that complete picture, it would have been hard for any black woman to accept. And let me just say this. America, white America, will never let their slaves run the country.
Man, we getting a lot of quotes today. We getting a lot. Say that again for the people.
White America will never let their slaves run their country. So they'll never will elect a full black man. It's gonna always be a mulattoan. It's gonna always be something like her that's a mixed breed. They ain't finna put no full black man, no real black man that grew up in this country with a black mama and a black daddy to run their White House. It was never intended, and it never will be. They'll put a gay in, they'll put a Mexican in before they put one of us in.
Did you see the reports where they were saying that like Russia is trying to end the war over Ukraine, and China want a peaceful transition and stuff like the second Trump won? Do you feel like they saying that because they respect Trump more and they just trying to, or you think it's like they just playing mind games?
No, they're not playing mind games. We got involved in that. we want to go over there and build a U.S. embassy in Ukraine. Biden and his family have been doing business in Ukraine long before Biden became president. So he's going over there to his own special interest. The president of Ukraine is not a political person. He comes from entertainment, comedian. Why would Russian president respect him when he been working with the KGB since he was 19, 20 years old, worked his way up to the ranks? Why would he respect an entertainer that's running Ukraine? So here we are saying we're going to put an embassy over here in Ukraine. Once we put an embassy next to a country like Russia, we typically go after that dictator. We did Muammar Gaddafi, we did Saddam Hussein. So we're going to go next, and he's saying, no, this is my land. You guys aren't coming over here. So we're trying to help Ukraine overthrow Russia. When Russia is one of the largest oil-producing countries in the world, and we're telling the world, hey, y'all, we're going to stop using gas cars and go everything electric. That was Biden. Right. This was a hidden interest that Biden then was after, just like the Bushes went after Saddam. Mm-hmm. So, nah, man, Russia is not wrong. America is a corporation. It became a corporation in the 60s. It's not a country anymore. This is a corporation. So why wouldn't you want a businessman running your corporation? That makes sense. They want to do good business. We do good business with China. We borrow money from the Chinese. America borrow money from the Chinese so we can buy oil from the Saudis and do what all we do and still send money over to Ukraine.
See that? That makes a lot of sense. And I'm glad you spreading light on these situations, because I do like to have people on here with differences of opinion. Yeah. People that's not afraid to say, you know what, I do like this particular candidate, and I'm gonna stand on business about it.
Well, just think about this, homie. One of Biden's first announcements was by 2028, I think he said, we're gonna all have electric cars. Mm. If we all have electric cars, do you know how much control the government has over us?
I love it. I didn't like that.
I mean, man, I don't like my car knowing all this. Man, give me that gas, motherfucker.
They mess around and stop you. Be like, hey, you didn't pay your phone bill.
There you go. You made a post today on social media we don't like, so your car ain't gonna work for 7 days, 3 days. So nah, man. This country cannot go electric because we've been dependent upon oil for too long. That's why we drive SUVs. That's why we keep our lights on. We burn a lot of oil and gas. That's why we're drilling for natural gas. But to have everything electric, that's giving all control to the government. So, homie, this ain't black people focusing on Trump is the least of our worries. Homie, it's a broader world out there that's controlling America. America was sold to corporations and lobbyists and things, and we're worried about a politician who's controlled by those same things. So if you look at all the things that President Trump signed into law just from the time Charlie Kirk was killed into now, everything's been supporting Israel. We're forever beholden to Israel. So men got to quit worrying about racism. Racism don't move America anymore. It's capitalism. It's capitalism, homie. So Walmart just said they finna put a 3-year hiring freeze so they can go hire robots. Capitalism.
Yeah, taking up.
Man, capitalism, homie. So, we focusing on Trump and them being racism. Yeah, they racist. Obama was racist. Every president that never sat in that White House was racist. Okay, why are we still worried about racist presidents? They don't affect us. Racist presidents don't affect us more than your racist mayor or your racist chief. It takes years for what the president do to get down here to us, homie. He's the commander-in-chief of the free world. He has nothing to do with what goes on in Indianapolis.
Okay. Now, I'm sure you know about all the ICE agents because you made
yeah. I've been paying attention.
How you feel about what ICE has been doing so far? Some people believe it's inhumane or they shouldn't do it because they believe that, hey, they've been here this long, stop with the mass deportation, just on ICE in general. How you feel about
if you're here illegally, then how is what ICE doing is wrong? I don't care how long you've been here, you got here illegally, right? Then ICE is doing nothing wrong. ICE is doing their job. You got people who work for ICE who don't make the rules, they have to follow the rules. And right now they have a president and an administration saying this is what we're going to do. And by the way, man, I think Obama deported more immigrants than probably anybody in the last 4 presidents. So, but homie, you can't be mad at them people, homie. The people came here illegally, and man, yeah, I support ICE 100%. That's 100%. Get their ass out of here, nigga. More job for our babies during summertime.
Now, a lot of people say that the jobs that they are leaving, don't nobody want to do those jobs, and they feel like they're messing up the economy. So
sure they do. Our kids want jobs. Our kids want jobs during the summertime. Our 15, our 16, our 17, they do want kids. They want jobs. But what's so happening is all the immigrants is working at McDonald's. All the immigrants have taken their jobs. Our children's summer jobs. Our young people with the switches, them they job that the immigrants taking. Them construction workers that's out there that's bro, how many them the job that got the felony conviction that can still get hired. Them that jobs. So them is some jobs we want to do. Have you ever seen a group of black men out there? They used to be us before they came. I know some still trying to get out there now, but guess what? SA and them ain't gonna let them out there. Because SA and them running the construction. You know why? They gonna get paid less and they get paid up under the table. And the company don't have to report if they get hurt or nothing. So yeah, yeah, they're my job.
You got some people, because I know they sent the the National Guard into Memphis. I know that's been a big topic of discussion lately.
Oh, but that ain't got nothing to do with the immigrants. That's them with they niggas. They putting their niggas back in place. And we giving them reason to. Because what happened is they notice you is tough. Soon they send them guards down there, you acting right. So they running a test. And so homie, they're sicking the dogs back on us. They're sicking the dogs back on us, homie. With the water hoses. You know why? Because for whatever reason, they have said we're their criminal problem in America. All the crime in America is due to our black people. That's what they've been saying. So yeah, they sicking the dogs on us, and nobody's gonna stop them. See, there was a time when people would join in and help us and say, we shall overcome. But everybody want us to be done like this. Because we done turned into savages to the world, at least in America.
Yeah, depending on what, side of the fence, you got people that's mad that he done brought them into Memphis, but you got other people that's saying, I'm happy because I can walk outside and I can play with my kids. And
well, those are the people who
crime stop.
Those are the people who don't know. They're being so they could have still played outside with their kids before this happened. If they was willing to stand up against the streets, call the police, report crime, they could have still been coming outside to play. But because they have a criminal mind and they're cowards, they decide not to say nothing, right? It's gonna be hard for them to undo what they're doing now, right? Mm-hmm. Because what they're saying is nobody can patrol us properly unless the police is upon us. How can you undo that? Homie, we finna be like slaves again. With the slave catcher, they're gonna be posted in our neighborhoods. Why? Because we can't control ourselves, is what they're saying.
So do you believe it's a deeper plan? Like, okay, we're gonna start with the National Guard, but it's gonna lead into something deeper, which is why you're saying we about to be put back in place. We about to be slaves again.
I've been online saying this for a long time, homie. We are going back to slavery. We're gonna volunteer to go back. What do you mean by that? What happened when during Hurricane Katrina? Hey y'all, who all need groceries? Everybody line up and come down to the convention center. We're gonna register you. It's the same thing like they did to the Nazis did to the Jews. They're doing the exact same shit, homie. They're doing and oh man, I feel safe. There's no difference when Sandra Bland was killed by the police, they say. Police said she hung herself. Well, they passed a law under the Sandra Bland Act that the police can admit you into the crazy hospital. We clap for that. We clap for that. You know why? Because it had Sandra Bland's name on it. But we didn't know that act, the Sandra Bland Act, when you encounter the police with that smart mouth, he can make you disappear forever under this act. It's mental health, not criminal. And you have now been stripped of your due process, your right to see a judge, your right to bond. Now you in here being forced to take medication. Didn't y'all see the reports that when Diddy get out of prison, he's gonna be forced to have to take medical drugs, psychotropic drugs? Yeah. Same with NBA YoungBoy. The worst thing you can do, homie, is your government forcing you to take mental health drugs. So we clap for that law. Now we're clapping for the military. It always starts out, so there's a law that's called civil commitment. And the average American don't even know what a civil commitment law is. A civil commitment law is you can be locked up forever in this country. You can be locked up forever. Not sentenced to life without parole, civilly committed. Meaning you would have to go see a judge and a doctor, and a judge and a doctor can keep you locked up indefinitely forever based on mental health. So,
is that like the guardianships that some people have?
No, this ain't got nothing to do with guardianship. This is worse.
Worse. Okay.
This is kind of what Wendy Williams is on. That's way worse than guardianship. Your neighbor can have you committed. 2 or 3 of your neighbors can get together under this law and say, hey man, he's been acting weird, call law enforcement. They better not be white and the law white. They can have you committed in this white city, white neighborhood. So because we're ignorant and we lack knowledge and information, of course we think this good. Well, who do you think they started using civil commitment on first? Pedophiles. Because if you lock up, so say you catch a pedophile and you sentence him to 8 years in prison. He do his 8 years. But you feel like, or the courts feel like, he may commit another crime. They can have him civilly committed. Even though he's done his time, paid his debt, hadn't done anything, they can have him civilly committed. But because it's a pedophile and a child molester, we say, man, we don't give a damn. They should lock him up forever.
Right.
That's how they doing with us. They bringing the military to police us first. This is against the Constitution. They're first trying it out on black people because they don't, that's what they need. Those are the criminals. Those are the savages.
Test subjects.
There you go.
Testing to see how it go before they do it.
It's been done before, homie. It's been done before. There's nothing new up under the sun. It's been done before. They're seeing what we will do. And we showing them what we'll do. Get right in line. We ain't go buck. So is ICE doing something wrong? No. Part of the conservative mantra was make America great again. And it looked like that's the direction they're heading in.
Little segue here. So when Trump was in office last time, he pardoned, I believe, Lil Wayne.
Kodak Black. He did the first criminal justice reform that we had seen where so many men out of federal prison was coming home from the 90s. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we didn't go back to slavery.
Right.
Like they say we're going to do. They say, well, he going to put us back in slavery. He didn't last time.
Good point.
Yeah.
But that's where the fear comes in, where it's like, we're going to wake up today and we're going to be slaves today.
That's how America have always controlled their slaves. Fear, envy, and jealousy. Those 3 components have always been how you control the population and people. Fear, jealousy, and envy. So when he was in office, I heard Carlos Miller say in an interview, man, when Trump was president, ain't never seen with money, all of a sudden started having money. Mm-hmm. Do y'all remember all them motherfucking lobsters they was eating? Man, I'm whole was dumping lobsters in butter, and they would, man.
What's that? The mukbangs. The mukbangs with all the food.
Man, money was flowing through our economy, and not just through the economy, it reached all the way down to the bottom. Poor motherfucker was having money. Poor niggas that ain't never had $10,000 were getting $10,000. Because it stimulated and generated our economy. Mm-hmm. If nothing else, they know the poor motherfucker fit to go buy, spend, and consume.
Hey man, be quiet, man. I hear you up there talking crazy. I hear you talking crazy. TieGame, what you doing with this? Man, listen, man. Anybody can come on the No Game, but I'm not podcast.
I'm not a Trump supporter.
Hold on. Okay, let's fix that. He's not a Trump supporter.
I'm a conservative who happens to vote Republican.
Okay, there we go. Let's get that straight.
Yeah, I'm a conservative who just so happens to vote Republican, and I do admire, I do respect, and I do like Trump because as a kid in the 80s, they presented him to us as an upstanding white man. More than, he's been in over 300 rap songs. Google it and look it up. ABC had a special about it.
I about to say that he used to be in all the rap songs.
All the rap songs.
I used to hit the Trump Tower just to get the 3 hours, get the bishop out the room because she used to word eyes. Hey,
Donald Trump, Bill Gates, let me in now. Come on now.
Let me in now.
So, nah, man. So he was idolized in our culture throughout rap music. All the rappers used to get the money, go to the fights because Trump used to be involved with the Mike Tyson fights, all kind of fights. I've seen him stand next to Michael Jackson, Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali. So I can go down a list of all the black entertainers and celebrities from the 80s throughout the 90s, even into the 2000s when he had the Apprentice show. Mm-hmm. Y'all forgot when he had the Apprentice show. You're fired. He put a lot of black people on there who hadn't been having jobs, and it relaunched them and promoted them back off into the entertainment world for us to celebrate them. That's why I don't like Claudia Jordan. So nah, man, we never heard he was racist until he started becoming trying to be president, and it came from this party. Well, he was saying that the Central Park 5 need to get the death penalty. At the time he said that, they were convicted, and the world believed they done that. Right. We didn't know they didn't do it till they gave us a movie. That was 20 years later. Right. But at the time he made that statement, they really believed those guys had done that.
Mm-hmm. So he was speaking on what he thought he knew, at the particular time.
Yeah.
So it's like when you get new information, you're allowed to change your mind about things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can only go off the information that's presented in front of you.
Well, you looking at the how horrific the crime was. Mm-hmm. They got these 4 people that had done this. He's from New York. The biggest fear of white people back then was black men or black boys doing this to a white woman. Our mother's greatest fears was us getting with a white woman and being accused of done something like that. So that was everybody's fear. So to have this crime happen, it was horrific. So who wouldn't say that?
Okay. Now, it seems to be some continued issues with China, right? They're speaking of the trade wars now, or whatnot. Both countries saying they're not about to back down from the trade wars, or whatever that's coming. How do you feel about the trade wars, and what type of effect it is going to have on us?
It's going to have a detrimental effect on us. But there's not a real trade war. This is one world government playing like they're separate governments going against one another, but they're all one world government. So all the presidents and all the country leaders are in on this so-called trade war, which not is a trade war. They're playing on people. One world government. You think China and America is into it with each other. They don't like each other. How? We borrow money from them. How they don't like us? We borrow money from them. We got $1 trillion debt that's owed to them. Why they ain't asking for it? So don't stop looking so far up there. Homie, they playing a game. They playing a game. They've been telling us about New World Order since 9/11, way before 9/11. One world government, one currency. Well, what's the one currency? Digital currency. What does Bitcoin mean? Digital currency. Trade wars. They trying to. Man, come on, homie. This has to do with a few countries that don't want to enter into a few banking systems. This has nothing to, they plan on the people. Your government, your leaders have never been for the people. That's why it's always been power to the people. Well, the people done gave the power to those people. So why are we worried about a trade war? When long before the trade war, eggs had already gone up to $7, $8. Homie, there's no trade war. They playing on us, my nigga.
Ain't that the whole thing that Gaddafi had the issues with? They said he was trying to make gold the currency or something for all his people.
Well, he was trying to do it for the African people. The same thing that China is trying to do with the BRICS. China, Africa, Russia. So it's the same exact thing, except America didn't want Muammar Gaddafi to have it. I'm telling you that nobody, homie, they're all in on this. America, China, Russia, all the leaders are playing against the world. as if they're no, they're not against each other. They're not against each other when they meet and talk regularly at them summits. So it's one world government, homie, that's ruling, and America have to get in order with the rest of the one world government. They're coming to take control now. And they got a president that's helping them do it. Who's leading the charge? Israel. So man,
we just sent somebody $20 billion.
Man, we Israel $20 billion. But homie, man, they playing on us, homie.
Like, how does it feel when they say, well, we don't have no money, we broke, but then you see in the news like we just sent $20 billion to another country?
Well, they didn't send $20 billion. They sent $20 billion in aid, whether it was bombs, missiles, tanks. See, I don't pay attention to that shit, homie.
Right.
See, I paid attention in school enough not to pay attention now. Because if they're talking to you and you're watching them on TV, they set this up. They already had a speech written. They have teleprompters. They already have a propaganda. So they're just coming to submit the propaganda. I don't pay it no mind. I don't listen to nothing a politician say, homie. They're proven liars, and they have an agenda. They have constituents. They have lobbyists. They have people who they are beholden to, that they have to use their political position for the people who help get them in there. They don't owe the American people anything. They owe the people who put the money behind them to get them there.
Do you think somebody like Stephen A. Smith, for example, he's really getting into politics now? Do you think that he'll have any type of chance of actually winning the election? Because he's definitely setting himself up to run. You know, he done said it multiple times.
Run for what?
President. Do you think he has a shot of actually winning or not?
No full black man in America has a shot of winning the White House. There will never be a 100% black American who's a descendant of a slave that will sit in the White House.
Okay, we're gonna get back to him. We're gonna get back to Stephen later on. But when I say the name Charlie Kirk, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Puppet. Yeah, he was a puppet.
All right, go ahead and elaborate.
He was a political puppet. He was a political puppet for the conservative base. They needed a young face to connect with the youth. They needed a white hero, a white savior, because they didn't have nobody that can counter Obama. They had Bill O'Reilly, they had Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck. They needed somebody young that was hip, that was also conservative. But yeah, Charlie was a talking point. He was a talking point.
So that would explain all the debates at the colleges. Get that young crowd.
Well, that was indoctrination starts in the classroom. So that was a strategic plan that was put together by the conservative movement to counter the liberal indoctrination that's being put forth out in our colleges, campuses throughout America. So there's a lot of liberal professors who have been trying to brainwash our youth with liberalism. So they was just countering that, right? Rather than going and get a bunch of rappers, a bunch of ass shaking, popping singers and rappers, they went and found a polished guy like Charlie Kirk, who was married, didn't have a shady past, a shady background, and used him as a tool to connect with our youth, both white and black. He did a great job of it, but a lot of his talking points were bullshit. It was, again, propaganda.
That was about to be my next question. I had to say, do you believe that it was truth in the message that he was saying?
No, hell no. Because he was just focused on black statistics, as if black statistics is the shit that's fucking up America. Now, black statistics fuck up black communities. It really don't bother white America. Yeah, shit, dude, don't really bother white America. So it was talking points just like every other group or organization has talking points. So he just had talking points, and he challenged undeveloped brains of children. And it wasn't to bully them; he was indoctrinating. Yeah, everybody know indoctrination starts the classroom.
So did you feel, there's some conspiracy theories going on out there as far as, because, we all seen his execution pretty much.
Yeah.
Do you believe that there's any type of conspiracy theory as far as he was taken out by his own people, or do you believe it was just some random person that just didn't like what he had to say?
Yeah, I think he was killed by his own people. Yeah, I think he was killed by his own people. Even that kid is saying he didn't do it. Yeah, so even that kid that comes and said, man, I didn't do this. Y'all lying. And they moved too fast and they swept his death up under the rug too quick. Nobody's even mentioning Charlie now.
So why do you think that somebody would actually, because he seemed like he was on the career path, like you said, they needed somebody young. I think he was probably going to run for president at some point the way he was moving. Why do you think that they would have wanted him out the way if they needed somebody young as well to indoctrinate?
He stopped being a puppet. He started speaking out against Israel in the Epstein list. So he started demanding that the government release the Epstein list. He started speaking out against Israel. So yeah. They couldn't have him switch all the way up. It's people say I need to be killed for what I say. And that's just for what he was talking about Woody's daughter. He need to be killed.
I disagree with that.
Man, he maced the cat. He should be put to death. So it's people wish that on me, but they my color.
Yeah, I don't think nobody should wish death on somebody for their opinion, because we all got different opinions. I mean, we ain't a monolith, so you may think one thing, I may think another thing, but that don't mean I want to kill you for it. And I am familiar with some of the threats that you be receiving.
Yeah. So let me just say this, homie. Ever since I've been online, they used to post my address where me and my wife and kids live. So they post my mother's address, my grandmother's address, my baby mother's address, my daughter's phone number. So the same thing that I speak against, my people, these ain't white people doing this though. But man, he this, he that. Man, he can't talk about kids. Well, they support a woman who wakes up every day and bashes her baby daddy father, Tia Kip. You see what I'm saying? So when I was talking about Krishan Rock and Blueface, baby, they didn't say nothing. Because they had a disdain for them.
Right.
But one thing about Black America,
he got one more.
No,
they got
one
more, right?
Yeah. But one thing about Black America, particularly Black women, they love gangsters and killers and gays. That's why the Woodies and the Shamars and the King Von and the Free Lil Durk, the Free Thug, that's why all of that support goes to them, because that's what this culture really loves. Because gangster killers hold hands together. They walk parallel in jail.
Speaking of King Von and Lil Durk. Lil Durk, as you know, is just got officially indicted.
I just saw that. Yeah, I just seen that.
So, do you think that he has any chance of coming home and beating this case without telling? Because it's all. I'm glad you said it's all about keep it gangster, no snitches.
I'm glad you said that, brother.
We don't snitch, we don't tell. So, do you feel
I'm telling to get out of jail.
You telling?
I'm telling to get out of jail. I don't think he have a chance.
He ain't got a chance?
No, I don't think he have a chance.
Not even if he get Young Thug and them lawyer? Even if he come in there with Brian Steele?
Brian Steele fighting the state.
That's true.
Man, Puffy got $50 million he trying to put up to get out, and they denying it. But the fact that they just released a song, so they got a wire recording, and now they done found the song with Babyface Ray and Lil Durk, where he's saying specifically, we got your son on the news hollering, oh no, we got the drop and we got the low. Homie, so they making confessions in these songs.
But can't that just be attributed to just lyrics and not real, a lot of rappers lie in their raps. You know what I'm saying? We know a lot of rappers out here lying.
Yeah.
But can be contributed to hey man, I was just making up some stuff. I ain't do nothing.
Not when you got the shooter saying I got the money from him and they got the credit card receipt where they rented the car. So when you look at the new charges, homie, they got him for going interstate compact, renting the car to go do this. Yeah. The feds got a 98% conviction rate.
And that's because
I wouldn't roll my dice with 2%.
You see this? And this is why I always tell y'all, stay out of trouble. Try to stay out the streets. because all these people who you be thinking is your friends don't be your friends.
Well,
they saying Lil Durk got told on by a person that
by the shooter,
but he took care of him.
By the yeah. So let me just say this. We was always taught that there's no honor amongst thieves. There's no real honor in the street code. So nigga, very few stand on the street code. Sammy the Bull killed over 30-something people. But once he heard John Gotti talking about him in the wiretap, he told on him.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with Tekashi.
There you go. Sammy the Bull went into the witness protection program and started committing crimes again. But because he was tough and a real killer, he was able to go to prison. And till this day, nothing has ever happened to Sammy the Bull because he's a real killer, like our Woody. Mm-hmm. So like our King Von. So homie, if you a killer and you tough and you can fight, you can tell. But if you ain't, you better not. So
they'll get with you.
Yeah. So
if you ain't like that, they'll get with you.
So to go back to what you asked me about Durk, homie, the feds, when they come get you, they done pretty much dotted their I's and crossed their T's. So this is you against the U.S. government. And they done put all the resources and they waited for y'all to do this. The mother 5 who killed FBG Duck that's tied to Durk. Mm-hmm. They got them from the songs and the rap videos. Mm-hmm. Same with Young Thug them. They using because these niggas are really making real confessions on these songs. Rapping used to be about being a studio gangster. Tupac wasn't no gangster. Ice Cube wasn't no gangster. It was studio gangsters. Now these are real gangsters talking gangster shit.
Do you feel like do you think there's a chance that somebody may try to take the charge for Durk? Like, hey, you know what? Durk didn't have nothing to do with this. This was all me. He didn't know nothing about it. And take the charge for him? You think? I heard that going on.
You might can do that with the state, but you can't do that with the feds because the feds done watched you, listen to him, and compiled everything together.
Yeah, so they like, you can't lie about this because we know for a fact.
Matter of fact, he did it. We watched y'all go kill him. We had y'all on the surveillance. We had y'all on the surveillance. Man, they'll let them nigga go kill just to get them.
Why do you think, this is just a personal opinion, it ain't based in facts, but I feel like every time somebody gets in trouble or if they know trouble coming, they seem to take the religion route. If you know, like,
God know how to get your ass. Come on over, son.
If you know, like Lil Durk, he started being Muslim, you know, right before they took him down. Like, do you think he did that because he knew the feds was coming and he decided to try to get right with God? Or
well, he went to rehab. Most people don't know he was absent for about 9 months. He was in rehab. A celebrity that I'm very close to, well, internationally known. I won't say anything because I don't know if I can speak on it. But they was together. And he called me up one day and said, hey, man, if I can get you to sit down with Durk, would you be willing to sit down with Durk? I said, yeah, man, I'd be willing to sit down with anybody. I just be talking that shit online. Obviously, you know, he couldn't make it happen, but he always attempt to try to make it happen. So I think he was trying to clean up the image, right, to separate himself. But
pushing peace and everything.
So, you know, putting J-Mane them out on stage and bringing everybody out in Chicago,
the whoops.
It was too late.
It's too late.
Man, when you know what you done. See, that's the thing about all of us, homie. You know when you wrong. Or if you don't know you wrong, you know you done wrong. Because it's a lot of people feel like they right and do wrong because they feel like they right. That's where the get back come from. You still wrong.
Right. So
even though you think you right, he done hurt your purpose. It's still wrong to go back and hurt.
Right, like they done took out King Vine, so he think like, hey, I'm right for sliding for Vine.
Yeah.
You know
so it's a lot of us think we right, and our feelings don't make us right. Our actions make us wrong. You have a right to your feelings. You got a right to feel how you feel. It's what you do with those feelings that determines if you're right or wrong.
And speaking on that, I guess I would say, what keeps you going and speaking on these type of situations? Because it has been rumors that, you know, they was trying to ban you over speaking about Charlie Kirk and, you know, trying to get you out the way. But yet you still go and you still talk about it.
That's why you don't. Yeah, that's why you don't believe rumors. That's why you don't believe rumors. Homie, can't nobody ban me. Can't nobody open the door for me. So it's hard. So you can't ban me. I get paid to talk about it. Yeah. No, I get paid to talk about it. So that's why I mentioned half the shit I talk about. But the Charlie Kirk situation was the fact that they try to tell us that what we can't say. Yeah, that's why I do it. Anything you say I can't do, I do it. Yeah, naturally. Yeah, you can't say I better not do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
So you just don't back down.
I live in America, and I got rights in America. And I'm willing to die, kill, and go to jail for my rights. They were given to me, and can't nobody take them by God. So I'm willing to die, kill, and go to jail for my rights.
And it's the thing, because it's rare to see a person like you. And when I say that, I mean a lot of people try to protect what they call their investment. So even if they may think something, they may be like, you know what, I'm not gonna talk about it, I'm not gonna say it, because then I may lose my fan base or whatever like that. You seem like, since you came out, to just be authentic. And
I built my fan base off that. So to me to do anything other than that, then I would lose my fan base, and then I would be squandering off what my interest is. Because this is what built me. So why would I not do it? See what I'm saying? So I didn't get paid. I didn't make money off following the rules. I've been making money off social media by doing everything other people wouldn't do. So that's part of the formula in the brand. So I lost some shows over here speaking on Charlie Kirk, but I also got 10 more shows over here for the same thing. So I ain't a coward, homie. I'm gonna say what's on my mind. I ain't hurt nobody with my words. They ain't shot up no house with these words. So now I want to see if white people can take it like everybody else been taking it. Cause nigga, I done said fuck God. I done bragged about Asian babies need to be raped, killing white babies, shooting up a daycare. I made fun of the Mexican kids that got killed at the Uvalde school shooting. So what haven't I said? So all of a sudden, nigga, I can say God and y'all still let me perform. But as soon as I say Charlie, oh no, you can't say that. Y'all keep proving my point. Yeah. Nah, homie. I'm just an ignorant playing smart. I ain't really smart. I just don't give a damn about losing nothing. Yeah, they don't give a damn about losing nothing, nigga. Yeah, nigga, doing what I want to do. That's what make me free. Yeah, that's what make me free, nigga. Yeah, don't give a damn about losing nothing about what I know. Yeah, man, life is about learning how to lose. You gonna lose your teeth, your hair, your eyesight, your mama, your dad. I mean, life is learning about losing. So I've been so effective with my words. No matter where I go, people follow me. And that's what I bank myself on. So white people canceling me, all it does is make me more polarizing. Off the fact that they want to cancel me. It boosts you up even more. Yeah, I've been using it as a formula, so it's been working. So cancel me some more, white folk. Yeah, cancel me some more.
Now, how do you feel about this self-snitching culture? Like, like you said, they're making confessions in the songs. And like they say, like, you can rap about whatever you want to rap about as long as if you didn't really do it. But if you really did it, like, so they using Dirk lyrics against him. And you got people on podcasts saying, like Brick Baby, when he said, you can't say get back for Von no more. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that these people are just so anxious to tell on themselves? It's supposed to stay in the street.
Because the streets done come to the internet. The streets have come to the studio, right? So the rappers have become the new street. Street niggas never want to rap. Street niggas used to look at rappers like they were lame. Oh, rapping ass.
For rapping they life.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because they know they wasn't really doing that. Because the rappers have always mimicked the street. Go back and watch Paid in Full. The rappers started dressing how the street was dressing. The street wasn't dressing like the rappers with the big chain. The rappers ain't the first to wear big chains. Thanks. The street did. So once they start developing an image and a persona of what street look like, now they gotta try to be street. That's how Tupac got caught up trying to play street. Tupac was a poetic kid that got up with some real gangsters, Mob James, Suge Knight, a bunch of them were real street gangbangers. They used to slap Snoop Dogg. They used to slap them niggas over there. Rapping ass. They don't respect, no, the streets, they have never respected no rap.
I think the biggest mistake Tupac done made was punching Orlando.
That was a real street.
Right.
Orlando was a King Von in the streets. Orlando Brown was a king. Whatever his name.
I think it was Anderson.
Yeah, he was a King Von of that era. It just wasn't no social media. Tupac had no business. A nigga whispered in Tupac and said, "Hey, there you go." Tupac led the charge, and they followed.
You the money, man. You supposed to have people to handle that for you, man. What you doing?
But they playing on Pac though. Cause Pac, homie, Pac was just trying to fit in. That's how I got caught up. I just want to fit in. Yeah, I got the heart. I got a lot of heart. Yeah, I'm a courageous little. I just want to fit in.
Do you?
So I caught a murder case trying to fit in. At 14 years old. Yeah, I went to the boys' home. So I'm one of the first kids in Tarrant County in Fort Worth, Texas to be tried. And listen to my words. Tried and adjudicated. I've never been convicted of a felony. So I have no felony convictions. So contrary to what everybody say, I've never been to prison and I don't have any felony convictions. I caught a murder case. We was charged with capital murder because we ran out of Foot Locker with some starter jackets. I gave my 15-year-old friend a gun and he killed somebody, killed the white man. Shot him. So I became one of the first children in America during that time to be tried and adjudicated in my state for the crime of murder, sentenced to 12 years. So I grew up in a boys' home with other children who committed murder. So when I got to the boys' home, prior to that, I didn't know about no motherfucking gangs. I was a well-behaved kid in school, come from a great background, but I wanted to be a part of the culture. I was a little Tupac, wanting to fit in.
Right.
So when I got into the boys' home and saw the gang aspects and elements, shit, everything I was looking for outside of playing football and basketball. You know what I'm saying? So that bravado-ness, that brotherhood, I wanted that shit. I wanted that shit.
Is that why you don't seem to fear anything?
Yeah.
And I say that because, I see you online often. And you don't be backing down from, any other, so quote unquote gangsters. You don't be backing down from other gangster rappers. I done seen you pull out your mace a couple of times. You understand? Like, it's what you went through when you was 14.
Need some good ass microphone. But yeah.
Is what you went through when you was 14 is why you just don't seem to fear anything.
Yeah. I know most niggas just talking. Most niggas ain't no killer. Most done got in situations and people ended up dead and they been charged with murder, but they're not no real motherfucking killers. That's why they cry when their homeboys die. Out of all the gangster movies I ever seen, I've seen all the mafia movies. I never seen the gangsters cry at the gangsters' funerals. So when I go to funerals and I see with t-shirts on with their homeboy face on it, they over there sad, man, them ain't no real killers. It's just been hurting people out of pain because hurt people hurt people.
Donald Trump was doing like a interview or news conference or whatnot, where he said that he actually got a call from Diddy, and pretty much asking for a pardon. Now, Diddy got 50 months. He finally got sentenced. He got 50 months, 14 credit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 36. Plus you will do 85% of your time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what, 30.
He'll be home by next year.
Already, yes.
Yeah. On top of that, y'all say that like that ain't nothing, but he still got 5 years of some strict supervised federal probation that could possibly put him back in prison again if he don't follow those conditions. So do his time, so he gets sentenced to 4 years. He do his time and still got to come home and do 5 year paper. That sound like double jeopardy. I thought the Federal Bureau of Correction didn't have a parole system. That sound like a parole system. But from what I heard, Trump called him Puff Daddy. And ain't nobody called him Puff Daddy since the 90s. That's when him and Puff Daddy was cool. All them pictures. So he don't know Diddy. He know Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy and Diddy two different niggas. He finna get Puff Daddy out of jail.
So you think the pardon is coming?
Yeah, it's coming.
Do you feel like the 50-month sentence, do you feel that was justified, or
no.
do you feel he needed more time?
No, I feel like he should have got probation. I feel like he should have got no jail time. for buying for flying in hoes. They're trying. So he was found not guilty for kicking Cassie's ass.
He wasn't even charged with that.
They tried to put it in there, but they found him not guilty for all the abuse and assault. They just got him for bringing in the prostitutes. Yeah. So now, homie, Trump know he's being unfairly done wrong. So I got great faith in our president that he's gonna make the right decision and pardon the man. I believe the man need to be pardoned. The man ain't done nothing wrong. I don't give a damn what we seen him do. He didn't do it to us. She didn't have no problem with it. How you know she didn't have no problem with it? She stayed. She stayed.
And went back.
And stayed. And went and got a white husband and went back and did it with the white husband on the phone. The white husband put all this together. They gave him the money. She went on about her business. So who mad other than the people watching? She out having fun, making babies, and she got about $40 million. Man, I think that was worth it. Yeah, I think that was worth it.
And she went, when they was going through the trial and it was coming out how she didn't want him having freak offs with anybody else and she wanted to make him happy, and she was also
she was freaking out without him.
Yeah.
And all the men say she was with the shit. All the men say she was with the shit. She the one calling and booking, and she was the one paying the money. So yeah, I think they were co-conspirators, let me tell you.
And I was about to ask that. Do you feel that Cassie herself, especially after everything came out, should have got locked up as well?
No, you don't lock the hoe up. Yeah. They didn't do nothing wrong. They ain't do nothing wrong to be locked up. Man, the man just an amateur porn star. Just porn, man, it ain't do no shit. Nobody deserved to be locked up in this situation. Cassie nor Diddy. Man, them was porn star.
Got locked up for being freaks.
That's it.
Because you have a lot of people that debate whether Cassie is a victim or not.
What makes her a victim? Because we seen him beat her one time? Man, it's a lot of hoes take them beatings for them purses and all that. So they know what come with this lifestyle. So man, you saw Ike Turner, man. Ike, shit. Yeah, man, they know what come with this lifestyle, man. Man, they come running to it or running from it, and Cassie came running to it. She was going to get her friend. So she wasn't, man, she with the shit. That man, y'all them hoes with the shit in that industry shit.
It seems to be a situation where people is willing to take those beatings for that lifestyle. They're willing to put up with it. But then at some point they can just turn around and act like, oh, I was forced to do it.
I don't think they go into it knowing they gonna get beat. Cause it's presented as being glamorous. I think that's the dark side of it. But once you start getting into drugs, then you ain't gotta be rich. Getting them drugs or doing all kind of shit. It's the lifestyle they get addicted to, I believe. And at some point, the abuse make you feel like, man, I'm finna do something. I'm taking too much. At some point, you probably do become afraid. But it ain't always like that. So at some point, you can leave. At some point, you can leave. You can tell somebody. Mm-hmm. At some point, when he break your nose and send you over here, man, you can scream and holler. So, yeah, I ain't never understood it, but I don't think many of them are getting into the relationship saying, because not many of them are walking away with the kind of money Cassie get.
Right.
She the only one we know that got that kind of money.
She got money from the hotel and Diddy.
Yeah.
So do you think that Puffy's gonna change?
For what?
Or Diddy?
What did he do wrong? To change for what? What did he do wrong? Why? Man, been freaking. Man, you can't tell me I can't whoop my bitch. Give a damn who you is, and my bitch ain't saying nothing. Her mama, her daddy, the police, can't nobody say nothing. If my bitch ain't saying nothing, who can tell me I can't whoop her? And I'm fucking her. So, nah, nigga. Man, I don't see change for what, nigga. You living, doing good to me. I wouldn't change for now. I still keep pink cocaine and whatever you were doing. I still keep doing it. Yeah, I wouldn't change for now, motherfucker. Yeah, nigga. Change while they in jail, but soon they get out, they go back to that same behavior. Mm. So yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, man, yeah, he just needs some anger management classes. And you ain't heard about him whooping the bitch since the incident. You ain't heard no other woman come out and say, "Did he be whooping me?"
Right.
So she leave the man alone. Play on, player. You know, man, ain't nobody complaining about this man but the people looking. So I'm saying, man, leave that alone. Man, he got $1 billion. He can do what he want. So when I went into the boys' home, homie, I had no idea kids kill people. I'm the first generation outside of California, Chicago, New York, Philly, and I want to say Baltimore. 89, it was unheard of for kids to kill somebody. In 90, it was somewhat unheard of. But by now, your now president, Joe Biden, who's leaving office, him and the Democratic Party and black people, it wasn't the Republican Party. They said that it's a wave of children that have been born in this country, and they are super predators. So they started calling us super predators because children were starting to commit violent crimes in the 90s. And how they described us as super predators, they described children like LeBron James with the body size. Mm-hmm. So imagine how big LeBron was at 16, 17. Right. Kevin Durant, how athletically inclined Kobe Bryant them was to be able to go play basketball with the big old grown man at 18 years old. On the flip side of that, you had criminals with the same agility. With big old bodies that was robbing, stealing, killing, raping, selling drugs. And that scared people to think that a nigga like LeBron James, I'm just using the body size, a kid like LeBron James with that body size is out snatching purses. The police, so they deemed us as super predators. They said that these children are super predators. And just the definition, they're bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, and they're heartless, and they are incorrigible. Well, the word incorrigible meant that we was the type of kid that wasn't going to be able to change. So they started making laws in this country where they would lock up a 12-year-old and give a 12-year-old life without parole. They started locking up 15-year-olds, and 15-year-olds started going to prison, walking the prison hallways. They started sending children to prison with grown men because they said these are super predators. So when they made that bold statement, Hillary Clinton, the Democratic Party, it sent out a shock wave of fear throughout America. And even the Democratic Black Caucus got behind this. That's where your mass incarceration movement came from. When they started locking up everybody, that's where mass incarceration come from, the Democratic Party. Bill Clinton them kicked that off. And by the way, Bill Clinton came back and apologized about, 10 years ago for it? Look it up. They made a mistake.
See, there got to be some. And a lot of people don't know this information that you're talking. And it just seems.
But most people don't ask me these type of questions. They want to get you getting the intellectual mind of this man. Most people want the character. They don't give a damn about what I think and what I really. Yeah. So they want the character. They want the viral shit. But you come to get substance. Mm-hmm. So it's a difference.
And that's what they be like, man. It feels like it's just great marketing.
It is.
Like,
they playing for the clicks and the views.
I seen somewhere where they said 90% of men than being with a prostitute.
Goddamn right they are. I say 90% are laid with a prostitute. At least 90% of men have been with a prostitute. At least once in their lifetime.
Knowingly or unknowingly?
Both. What you think strippers are? Prostitutes. When you have a bachelor party, before your man get married, what you try to do? Buy him some pussy. Say, man, give me some head. When you get out of prison, what do you try to do? Go buy him some pussy. When the military come on, what you try to do? Get him some pussy. So it's so big, prostitution is so big that it's a whole state that caters to men in uniforms. Come to the Bunny Ranch and get you some, it's in all the movies. Every movie we watch from Revenge of the Nerve to Porky, homie, it's been propagated to us. The movie Pretty Woman. So nah, homie, so that's if we being real, but most don't want to be real. Oh man, I ain't never paid for no, you a lying. You just can't admit it or you don't want to admit it. But all of us at some point is high school boys, college kid, set out to go buy some. So yeah, hell yeah, 90%.
So do you feel like when we the conversations are being had where it's like, well, if you can't pay my bills, don't inbox me. If you can't,
that's a prostitute talking. That's a prostitute talking because women don't focus on bills. Women focus on your character. your dignity, your integrity. See, prostitutes say, girl, what do you do for a living? See, that's the first thing prostitutes want to know when she said, girl, I just met him. Girl, what do you do for a living? Girl, where you work at? Prostitutes want to know that. Prostitutes want to know, girl, what kind of car do we drive? Women want to know, well, girl, what kind of man is he? Girl, what kind of man is he? So, now, damn near everybody you fucking nowadays is a prostitute. You had to give them something to sleep with them. Damn near every woman you done, your woman a prostitute. When y'all met, you had to give her something before she would sleep with you. Now he got to do something for me. What about taking you out on dates, being nice? Why do I have to give you something in exchange? You selling. Because all of them require that you give something. That's what prostitutes do. Whether they know you or not, if you show up giving, you can get it. But women don't do that.
So
you can't just show up in a woman's life trying to give her something because she know you want something. And in order for me to take something, I might have to give something. So a woman goes, no, I'm not even gonna let you think that.
Right.
You all right? No, I'm good. But a prostitute go keep taking. Yeah, because she trying to build some value up for a pussy. When it has no value, that's why she keep trying to take from you. Because what she has no value. She know once you get it, it has no value. It only has value when you ain't got it.
Right.
Once you get her, it has no more value to it. So that's why they try to get you to pay. I need you to do something. I need you to do something. Do something for me. Sell me that pussy. That way we don't have to pretend and put these restraints and constraints on our relationship as if we really love one another. This is a whole relationship. This is a whole and go relationship. So man, if more people be up front, man, how much you cost for some of that? I don't sell. You selling it to me? I gotta pay and put a down payment on before I get it. I gotta spend some money before I can sleep with you. Mm-hmm. I go get a prostitute. Cause that's the engagements of a prostitute. That's why I want to say fuck you, Cameron. Cam Newton, not Cameron. I love Cameron. Cameron Newton. Because he just done an interview with.
You hear that first take?
No. Nobody's ever said this to Cam. So it's my first time being able to really express this. I had a little respect for Cam Newton, homie. He get me on his podcast. He tried to intellectually or whatever he tried to do, homie. He tried to shame me, belittle me, make me look buffoonery. And I'm saying, you a football player. You ain't never done nothing for our people. I done put my life on the line for our people. I'm the first black man in America that have ever openly stood up to gangbangers and still get to live. Fuck the Crips and Blood, fuck GD, fuck BD, fuck your founders, fuck Raymond. I done disrespected everything about the gang shit.
You have been standing 10 toes down.
Yeah.
I would give that to you.
There's no other black person outside of Miss Dolores C. Tucker have ever took on this culture like this. What did Tupac say? Dolores Tucker, you's a motherfucker. Homie, they went against Miss Tucker. So until Miss Tucker came along, nobody have stood up against the rapper or the gangsters. God came along and picked up the banner. They were threatening me, doing all kind of shit, homie. But I never backed down. I never cowered out. So I'm the first black man to stand up and say, y'all, we wrong. Fuck them gangbanging. So for Cam Newton to get me on this podcast, I'm saying, hey, homie, I ain't never shot a gun at a black man. I ain't never been, but when you get Boosie on there, you show him some respect. You get Rollo on there, you show him some respect. I ain't never sold drugs in the black community.
So he's showing the gangsters some respect, but when it comes to you, he trying to treat you.
So that's what made me say, nigga, when I had my bow tie on, y'all wasn't listening. So that's how so now I'm an entertainer, so I can't be in the community doing what I'm doing. I'm getting paid to do comedy shows, selling out comedy shows. Shout out to St. Louis Helium Comedy Show. Just sold it out last night. I'm going to be at the Helium tomorrow in Indianapolis. So for him to try to shame me, homie, for what I'm saying, and respect them for what they done. You a weenie football player. You a nigga that make bastard babies out of wedlock. I got 2 kids by one woman I was married to. I ain't breed no dysfunction. So for him to try to get up there and act all high and mighty, but what really got me, he just done a powerful interview with Killer Mike. He tried to bring me up to Killer Mike as if Killer Mike was gonna go against me and speak down on me. Killer Mike said I got reverence for that brother. I admire and respect that brother. Only for him to put in the title as if Killer Mike is talking down on me.
And most people don't listen. They
read
the title.
They read the title, and that shapes the mindset. That's why they clickbaiters.
I done seen people make whole videos off of a title.
And
you like, the video ain't got nothing to do with that. So you clearly didn't even click on it and take
it. So that's why. But he's mad because I wouldn't come back on his podcast. I'm the highest watch views that he's had on this entire platform. He ain't reached 10 million nowhere. He didn't pay me $1. He tried to get me to come back because he wanted to outdo Shay Shay and Cat Williams. I wouldn't do it. So I said, since you ain't gonna pay me, I got some people in Atlanta that's working with children. How about you just donate something over there to them?
To the charity.
I think he sent them $200 or $300. So imagine how much he made off that 10 million views. So even with Nick Cannon, right now I just done a show with Nick Cannon. It's the highest watch so far. Amazon didn't want to pay me.
Do you believe that there's a war going on as far as the relationships between black men and black women?
Yeah, it's a gender war. Yeah.
Talk to me.
That's why black women say, this is my kid. That's why you ain't got no say-so in your kid's life. That's why in the eyes of your children, the woman undermine you in this war. And you look weak to your kids. Not only that, she takes your legacy. She can give him the last name she want to give him. She can make it seem like you're not a hero. I don't give a damn what your daddy said. I said. So what you mean it's not a gender war? If you don't believe it's a gender war, then tell baby mama and baby daddy to sit down together and co-parent together in the best interest of the kid rather than the best interest of what they feel. That's the war. Baby mama hate baby daddy hate baby mama. And you got a kid y'all sharing between, which is a casualty of y'all war. So of course it's a gender war between the black man and the black woman. Why you think you see so much fighting between the black man and the black woman online? That divides us. So yeah, hell yeah, it is. And his kids are suffering.
Yeah, I see that conversation a lot. Is there anything that you feel like that can be done to mend that relationship between black men and black women where we can all get on the same page?
Oh, we can't. We can't get out. We all can't get out on the same page. Whatever you did to your baby mama, it ain't got nothing to do with us. Why y'all ain't on the same page? Me and my baby mama on the same page. So whatever y'all did, for one, you had too many babies. You got a baby here, a baby here, a baby here. How you go come get on all the same page with all them kids, with all them different women? And you was wrong in all three of them. How? So the black man ain't strong enough for it to change. Yeah, the black man ain't strong enough for it to change.
What you mean? What you mean when you say the black man ain't strong enough?
He won't go apologize. See, the black man won't wake up and realize that every woman he done encountered, he done hurt and fucked over. He ain't packed foul and played foul with not too many women in his lifetime. Based on how he was raised. He was raised to lie. He was raised to cheat. He was raised to manipulate. He was raised to be permissive. So he got to come say, man, even though I think I'm a hell of a nigga, man, I ain't shit as a man. And the black man won't do that. Yeah, he keep blaming the black woman.
So do you think it's as easy as an apology? And it's once you apologize, it can get...
No. It has nothing to do with an apology. Who you go apologize? You done had a baby with this woman, You done had 3 children out of wedlock. Who you go apologize to? Who you apologize to? What are you gonna do differently? You don't respect the black woman enough for her to respect your apology. The black man been apologizing with every woman he been with. No, homie, you can't fix this. This is something that can't be fixed. You and your baby mama can only fix it. No, this shit don't get better. This shit is coming to get worse and worse. And I don't see black men, this shit can't be fixed, homie. For one, you gotta go fix what's in the mirror. Yeah, I don't see it being fixed. I don't see it being fixed. Our kids in too much pain. And they resent their fathers and their mothers. So yeah, I don't see it being fixed.
So when people be having these debates where they be like, well, I put most of the blame on the woman for the issues in the black community, and others be like, I put most of the blame on the man for the issues in the black community. Where do you stand on that particular question?
Mother and father. I don't blame nobody but the mother and the father. The mother and the father. I don't blame white people. I don't blame racism. Where did your mom and daddy meet at? How old were they when they met? How long did it take your dad to fuck your mama before she got pregnant with him? Did they plan this baby? See what I'm saying? So now it starts with your mama and your daddy, the conditions they fucked in to have you irresponsibly. So how you gonna blame one or another? But just for the record, a present mom is way more detrimental than an absent father. An absent father, out of sight, out of mind. What he hurting? He's gone. You can't show him nothing. You can't teach the kid nothing. Where he get all this bad behavior from? His dad ain't there. So you can't blame daddy. Who was his mama? Who was mama? Because his daddy was absent. Then how you gonna blame daddy absence for this boy's behavior? Right. Because children mimic what they see. So behavior is learned and observed. So if daddy's not around, daddy's absent, where did this behavior come from? Daddy left him the anger, the hurt, the disappointment, the abandonment. Where did this behavior come from? The shit mama showed him. So yeah, you can blame the bitch. Because she's the first teacher, if you want to be technical. But I blame both.
This is going to be the highest watch show on the No Game but TieGame podcast. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, so Amazon didn't want to pay me because they listen to what I say. Right now, I'm out on bond for things that I said. The prosecutor on my case said he hate me. He's an asshole. My lawyer said, man, but he's nothing like that. They're watching my videos. They're going off what I'm saying, not what I'm doing. Well, he's going around assaulting people. I don't have no history of assaulting people.
And you said, just correct me if I'm wrong, but you did say that the character that you portray is needed because you get people paying attention that way.
Well, let me just say
pay
this.
Attention to the character instead of the real.
You got, when I didn't cuss, I couldn't be heard. But while I was trying to be heard, I was saying stuff like, hey man, I'm going to Washington, D.C. working on trying to get juvenile life without parole abolished in this country. Hey man, I'm training the state's juvenile correction officers. Hey man, I'm working with the United States Department of Homeland Security Human Trafficking Division. We got teenage prostitutes walking the street. So they're ignoring this, huh? Say man, 73% of our households don't have no man in it, man. We need to create some male mentoring programs. I got a male mentoring program called Match My Efforts. Hey man, I got a reading program where I go into the schools and I do a reading challenge to try to combat and counter the school to prison pipeline. Michelle Alexander got a book called The New Jim Crow. I used to take that into the school, write me a 5-page paper. We picked 3 winners. Homie, they wouldn't hear that. Boy, when I came, you motherfucker, nigga, fuck a Nipsey Hussle, fuck a gang banging ass. That nigga was a rolling 60 crib. Now they listening. Now I got their attention.
It's interesting that you're able to say as much as you have said, and you're still here. Like every time I see you on the interview, I'm just like, dang.
I just knew when I said fuck Nipsey Hussle, I was gonna be dead. Then I went on to say fuck his mama. I said fuck King Von baby. I said shit, they might get me for that one.
Yeah.
So it was some time I felt, man, because the threats was coming so. But nigga, I stand up to fear. Fear don't make me run. I attack when I'm afraid.
I was telling my homie, I said one thing about Charleston White. I said, he don't back down. I said, you can say what you want to say about him, feel the way you want to feel about, his views or how he think or whatever. I said, but he do not be backing down to all these people.
If you scare me, I'm going to attack you. I ain't going to run from you. If you make me fear, I attack what I fear.
Well, you got the mace on you right now?
You goddamn right.
You got the mace.
You goddamn right. Right there.
I see. You see that? He ain't playing.
Yeah, right here.
He ain't playing.
For one, I know I haven't done anything to really cause me to be hurt. And I've said some things to hurt people's feelings. Mm-hmm. By the time you see me, those same feelings aren't hurt. You're still offended, but you're not hurt. Oh. Hurt people. It's the same people threatening me, saying what they'll do to me, have hurt other people, and it's somebody want to do something to them. Okay. Think about that. The same people say, oh, nigga, I'll do something to that bitch ass nigga. You done already done something to people before. So it's somebody across town wishing they can do something to you while you hoping you do something to me. By the time you see me, you don't have that same feeling of intensity. Yeah, you're offended, but you don't have the fuel of the feeling to drive the offense.
It just comes back full circle.
Yeah. Now, so I keep this because these are non-lethal. I still dream about our victim. Depending on what's going on in our life. Every now and then, I relive that murder in a dream because I stood over him, watched him die. So you can't just kill people and it just go away. Right. You can't just hurt people and think you finna go sleep good at night. I don't care how justified you feel about what you done. You're not gonna be at peace in your mind, and you got people you done hurt. That's why some stay away from places. So I bring this because the bullets is for the revolution, people. It ain't for you, but this gun here, I don't want to put that bullet in you. So I got this to stop from putting the bullet in you.
So you're saving people.
Man, I'm saving.
You're saving lives, really.
Yeah. I don't want to kill my people, my niggas.
It's kind of like somebody say, take this ass whooping. I could have killed you, but
yeah. So one thing about it, this will get one nigga off of me, this will get 10 niggas off of me. Ass soldier boy. This neutralizes the situation. Nigga, everybody coughing. I just want to create some distance between me and you and get to safety. I don't want to hurt you, my brother.
How you feel about Soulja Boy now? Like,
that's nephew now.
I'm about to say, have y'all been able to, reconcile your differences and everything like that?
Nobody in the black culture have tried to bring me and Soulja Boy together. It took a little Jewish kid by the name of Aiden Ross. Mm. Hey, Unc.
I'm familiar with him.
Yeah, so Aiden Ross put me in contact with him. And I think I overreacted. So I feel bad about Mason. Yeah, I think I overreacted. Because he said, man, I just want to talk. But man, you got all these niggas with you. They might not want to talk.
Right.
So yeah.
They may want to do something else.
Yeah.
Harm me.
And so, homie, had we had an opportunity, so if we had somebody in the black community and this, man, you mean to tell me Jay-Z, Tyler, all these people in the industry couldn't have got all these little boys, King Von, Lil Durk, NBA, they couldn't get all them niggas to sit down? It was nobody to mediate these beefs before it got to death.
But do you think they feel like it's more profitable to keep the beef going? Some people have hidden agendas.
For the record industry. But if you can get them on your podcast and cry with them like Wallow and them did, why you can't do this before?
I wish Dirk would have listened because Wallow really tried to warn him. And you could tell he was
man, they both had King Von on there. But when you idolize their music, what they go listen to you for?
Right.
Because when they had King Von and Dirk, they wasn't talking like that. That's how King Von got killed.
They were singing the song.
There you go.
Singing the song on there.
There you go.
I ain't trying to squash no beef, nigga.
But had he cried then, say, brother, let me get him on the phone. Aiden Ross got me and that boy on the phone right then and there. And he made it happen. And first thing I said, say, man, let's be friends. Homie, why they can't do that with our babies?
And I like to hear that too, because every time it goes too far, that's what you wish would have happened. Aisha Curry been in the news a lot lately. A lot of people feels like she is ungrateful for the type of husband she got. She's ungrateful for the type of lifestyle that he was able to provide her, because it seems like she goes on these podcasts, always volunteering information that makes him, people put him in a bad light. Oh, I never wanted this. I never wanted that. I wanted to do this. Do you feel like Aisha Curry is missing that maybe she never had a whole phase?
Every woman had a whole phase, nigga. They say they were sneaking open. Every woman had a whole phase. They were sneaking and hoeing, nigga. Every woman had a whole phase. she's not doing nothing wrong. It's no different, nigga. It's no different than you, me, or the rest of us. Most women don't appreciate their man. No matter what kind of man they got. Whether he a working man or basketball nigga. She ain't doing nothing wrong. And for the people who saying something, you think he can't tell his bitch to quit doing that? If he got a problem with what she's saying, it ain't bothering him. Man, this is a woman who's comfortable where she's at in life, seems to be happily married with a very successful husband. Why can't she come openly share about women talk? Man, them whole rooting for Cardi B. So why can't you, man, just hear out? She just voicing, expressing herself. Her nigga ain't got no problem with it. And nigga, every woman got a hoe phase. Nigga, shit, man, man, that's why I look for hoes. I don't see her doing nothing wrong, homie. She just, they missed that whole phase. A nigga playing basketball, she missed that whole phase. She hearing him, she missed it.
So
I think most hoes do. Yeah, I think most hoes miss that whole phase when they got to go be married. That's why they want the excitement and the thrills of, put the pole in the room, baby. Homie, they still want that excitement. Yeah, married women want to play hoe. Yeah, and it's all right. She play hoe with her hub. He ain't got no problem with it, seem like they happy in the motherfucker. Only people got a problem is the poor person watching that's affected by what she's saying. Because they secretly still want to be a hoe. That's why they sneak and play in their pussy sometime without their husband. That's the whole thing. Nigga, man, yeah. Everybody want to be a hoe, man and woman. Secretly, though.
So you said Cardi B.
Yeah.
What's your take on the situation that Cardi B is pregnant by supposed to be Stephon Diggs, while technically still being married to Offset?
Mm-hmm.
Some people feel like, hey, you should wait for the divorce to be completely over before you have another man baby. How do you look at that situation? Do you feel that, because it seems, is she trying to hurt Offset, or she just moved on and she ain't about to wait for the ink to dry?
Man, she ain't hurt by nothing. Man, that's a hoe. Man, you gotta let a hoe be a hoe. And she being a hoe. That's what hoes do. Hoes have 2 or 3 different niggas she fucking, and when she pregnant, she can't definitely say which one is the baby. That's what hoes do. That's been going on forever. So you can't be mad at the hoe for doing hoe shit. You gotta be mad at Stephon Diggs, because Stephon Diggs and Offset was partners. Even though Offset going out fucking Stephon Diggs playing phone on the phone with her. Oh man, So that's how he got her. Laying in the cut playing phone with his partner gal. So nigga, you can't be mad at no hoe for being a hoe. Nigga, I don't think she was trying to hurt him. I think she hurt. And that's what hoes do when they get hurt. Nigga, they go back to the comfort zone of what they know to be as a hoe. Whenever a hoe get hurt, she go back to hoeing.
All right.
Boy, man, when a woman get hurt, she run to the Lord. When a lady get hurt, nigga, she try to find a group of other women to help heal through comfort and encouragement. When a bitch get hurt, she try to get a lick back. Any kind of way. But when a woman who have a whore spirit, whenever she's heartbroken, whenever she's sad, nigga, she go find comfort in men. That's what hoes do. They jump from man to man. They find their comfort in men. So nah, nigga, she ain't doing nothing but what a hoe do, and you can't be mad at a hoe for being a hoe. He don't seem mad. Is she wrong for getting pregnant by that nigga? Yeah. Yeah, because you give yourself time to heal. Because from what I read and based on what she said, she was going through so much heartbreaking turmoil, she had to be admitted to a mental hospital. That her team was saying, okay, bitch, you done got fixed that quick? You done got fixed that quick. And on top of that, now man, go get yourself healed, man. Man, you can still let somebody play in that pussy, but man, you gonna have a baby? The turmoil that you bringing this baby in, mentally, emotionally, and psychologically when it's get here, is, man, shit, that baby gonna be fucked up. That's gonna be fucked up. And that baby gonna feel like, cause you gotta think, nigga, Stephon seems to already have a record to not be around kind of dad anyway. Man, that baby go feel neglected, abandoned, and it's gonna feel like an outside child. Because it's an outside baby.
That's the only one outside her. It's the only one outside her marriage.
It's an outside baby.
So basically, Offset was trying to turn the hoe into a housewife?
No, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. A hoe got to be willing to turn into a housewife. You can't turn a hoe into nothing but what she want to be. So he didn't turn her into a housewife. Nigga, she was a great housewife for that nigga. We watched her. We watched this whore be a great housewife to this nigga. We watched, and even he said, man, but the only thing, the hoe couldn't cook. She even rapped about it in the song. Said she ain't got to cook when that wet ass pussy. Man, that wet ass pussy only wet for the first 2-3 years. After that, bitch, you better learn to cook.
Right.
Man, I keep telling man, mother say the way to a man's heart is through his belly, not his dick. And they won't listen. So, So now, he didn't turn her hoe into a housewife, homie. She was ready to be a housewife. She settled down for that nigga. We watched her change for that nigga. You know. But a bitch gotta cook. You can't keep no nigga no forever not cooking. Man, that man, shit. Yeah, hell no.
How you feel? Are you familiar with the situations between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj going back and forth? You know, they got into like a Twitter war. It got to the point where they was talking about each other kids. Right.
Good. Yeah. Didn't nobody have nothing to say?
They
didn't get banned for it? Wow, they were talking about banning me when I was talking about people kids.
Nah,
they said, what kind of people talk about people kids? Me, Cardi B, Nicki, bunch of motherfuckers talk about people kids. But yeah, now I don't know what them hoes fighting for. I wouldn't know what them hoes fighting for.
Do you feel Cardi B's a better artist than Nicki, or you don't listen to it?
I don't listen to whole music. Nigga, I don't listen to no motherfucking bitch music, nigga. Fuck, I want to listen to some pussy popping, singing whole for it. Man, I can't relate to that shit. I think Nicki the better entertainer. Just from what I've seen, on TV, but nigga, I don't know now when the whole songs say they rap better than others.
And what are we really beefing off of? That ain't worth it.
Aiden Ralston tried to get me and Boosie to sit down, but Vlad got in the way.
So Vlad
want to keep it. Yeah, Vlad blocked that.
Man, you need to tell Boosie, man, go ahead, have that sit down.
Man, I done been on the phone with Boosie. He didn't say nothing. They tried to get us to do a boxing match. I told him, man, I'll let you win. Just for you, yeah, I'll let you win. Let's go. But it's other people in his ear. Right. It's people in, man. But he said this. I ain't done nothing to you where we can't talk about this.
Right.
I done said some shit, but Boosie know he wrong with the Marlo Mike shit. So it's hard to talk to me. And I worked on the same law that keeps Marlo Mike locked up. Right. Juvenile life without parole.
And when you talk, it's like you holding up a mirror to people. And they don't like that. They want you to go ahead and just go along with whatever bullshit they got going on and don't say nothing about it, but you very vocal.
Yeah.
So they like, man, Charleston White, man, how the hell he try to talk about this? Because it's something they did.
Yep.
A lot of people personalize stuff and can't.
So it's some black people that reached out to Gilly the Kid before I said his dead son.
All right.
That's what made but it was okay for you to say you would slap me. Gilly told me long before, right when I started becoming famous, because I spoke on the Pop Hunter situation. How the industry shamed Pop Hunter. He had some paperwork came out when he was 13 or 14 years old with his mom. He witnessed a murder. He went and gave a statement on the murder. That kid had one of the biggest records at the time. Lil Uzi Vert was on there. Gilly them was the one that said he snitched. They snatched Uzi Vert off the song. They stopped playing it. This kid ultimately went into a depression where at some point I think he tried to commit suicide. So when I spoke on it on the Say Cheese TV, I really didn't know who Gilly the Kid was. I didn't even know who Pop Hunter was. But I look at my inbox with a blue check saying, is there a problem, Goofy? I'll slap you. What? He told me, keep that same energy when I see you. So he done threatened me. Right. So, man, okay, nigga. So that's what made me start going in on it.
Do you feel any type of regret for that, or
no?
Or you just like it is what it is?
I done seen that in person in Detroit, at the MGM Grand Casino. He act like he didn't see me, but we seen each other. He walking with some girl. We walked by. He act like he didn't see me. He didn't keep that same energy.
Is that how a lot of these people is? Like online, it's woo, but when you see them, it's like you said, he act like he didn't see you.
All the haters online. I get all love in real life.
Or it's like, let's talk now since we right here.
Yeah, my throat itching like a motherfucker. But nah, homie, all the haters online. Because I haven't hurt nobody. I've hurt feelings. Feelings change each and every day, minute by minute, second by second. You don't feel the same all day and every day the next day that you do today. So by the time you see me, yeah, they're more logical because I just got you in your feelings right then and there. And that's what I like to do because it's called provoke thought and evoke emotion. That's how you teach a motherfucker.
Okay. Now, you have you made up with Woody?
Me and Woody never fell out.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Woody been talking every day. Yeah, I keep telling y'all stop believing that shit. Yeah, me and Woody been talking every day since y'all thought we done fell out.
Right, okay. I was checking because I seen I think you said y'all had something coming up or
yeah, me and yeah, Woody getting into comedy. So yeah, me and Woody going on tour together doing comedy shows. So we've been around for a minute now.
Okay. Well, that's good that y'all never actually fell out.
Don't believe none of what you see on the internet, my nigga. Yeah, I keep telling everybody at home, man, don't believe none of what you see on the internet. It might be true and it might not be true, but the truth ain't the truth no more. The truth is what you can make them believe.
Now, are you familiar with Seti Nash?
Yeah, I'm somewhat familiar with it.
Okay, now Seti Nash has said that Sean won't, say cheese, won't mess with him because of his loyalty to you, pretty much.
Me and Say Cheese TV have never had a conversation about Seti Nash. I vaguely, barely know Seti Nash. Why would Say Cheese? Yeah, I don't know. What are you talking about that? Me and Say Cheese don't talk about people. It's about business. So I ain't got no personal feeling toward that guy. I don't even know him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know that. Even have no. So he just I don't know where he get that from. He just want to Say Cheese TV interview and can't get now. He's not that appealing and thrilling outside of the YouTube world. Okay. His content is gangbanging content. It's hard to come on Say Cheese TV after the Charleston White interview, nigga, and you talking gang talk. That's not a gang channel. So that's why you ain't seen OG Percy over there. So you hardly see any Crip and Blood gang members over there. So that's more of a youth audience. So yeah, I don't know why that nigga that from. But now I ain't never even. Yeah, I seen that nigga one time in person. But I don't have no issue with that. Don't know nothing about him. I just know he a nigga online that has an online presence. Okay. And that's it. So yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Are you able to explain the issue that took place with Finesse 2 times and another person stopped 6 low key?
I don't know what happened over there. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what them did to Finesse.
Where you stand on top of the car saying, "I go to jail." And
I don't know what happened. I just seen that little clip. So I ain't talked to nobody, heard about what happened, or nothing. I just jumped online and did what I do.
Okay, are you and have you and Finesse mended any issues that y'all had?
Yeah, me and Finesse, we've been cool for about 2 years now. About 2-3 years now. So yeah, we've been fucking around a good minute now.
Now, let's switch this. We did last time you was here. We did a little brief talking about Lil Durk, right? Because he's locked up. The feds then came out. They keep coming out with more information because Durk lawyer keeps pushing, and that's how you get more information to kind of see what they got. They got him on multiple. Well, they saying they got him on multiple murder for hires and everything of that way, but. Are you seeing the success that NBA YoungBoy is having right now with his tour and everything like that? Now, a lot of people feel that the people in the industry is switching up on Durk because NBA YoungBoy, he was on house arrest for 4 or 5 years. He went to jail during that time too. and it seemed like they was like trying to blackball him.
Mm-hmm.
But now that Dirk is locked up, NBA out, he got us selling out everything. How you feel about that? As far as like, it seems like the people is switching up and jumping on the NBA YoungBoy side because it's looking pretty dark for Dirk at this moment.
Shit, that's normal. That's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do, homie. We don't. Yeah, that's what they do. It don't surprise me. But I'm saying, who's switching sides? I don't know what to look at to say who's switching sides.
All right.
Well, what are they engaged in saying? Okay, they switching sides. The kid finally get to be free. He's been in trouble this long, so he finally get to be free, be on stage. He got a great team that's handling him. So I don't see how they switching sides.
Because some people feel like if you wasn't trying to mess with YoungBoy,
these got to be kids. Yeah, these got to be kids. These can't be no grown folks saying this. Yeah, they got to be kids.
I know Academic said something about it.
Man, these got to be kids saying this. Act as a kid. Ain't no grown man hollering about it. Man, this kid shit. The whole concert is babies, retarded, stupid. Man, now, homie, them dumb kids. Man, I don't know what. Homie, the industry is the industry. Right. How y'all haven't lost faith in the industry yet? Come on, homie, they blackballed NBA YoungBoy. They blackballed anybody that was against King Von and Dirk. Now Von dead, Dirk in jail. Now they gotta come embrace these other guys. Gilly, Wallow, they gonna look like fools if they don't embrace NBA YoungBoy. But they was all on Dirk dick. King Von was a serial killer who they praised and worship. Steven Jackson went and took pictures in front of the mural. Homie, they gotta switch up. That's what fake do. But my that's why I came attacking the culture in the industry. Because I know it's a fraud. Yeah, ain't nothing real about this shit. Ain't no real really in the industry. Right. What these niggas be hollering? They don't let real in. They don't let real in. So yeah, now I don't know what they looking at when they say they switched up. I see a young finally get off probation, parole, whatever he's on, and get to go perform. And he got a hell of a fire going right now. Yeah, he got the minds and the hearts of our young people captivated. So how you go hate on that?
Are you familiar with the cancel show? They canceled the show in Chicago.
I heard about it.
The arena canceled the show.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Do you think the arena made the right choice by canceling the NBA YoungBoy show in Chicago?
Yeah, hell yeah. Shit, yeah. The level of violence that's anticipated. I think they did. Yeah, I think it was the right thing to do.
Okay, yeah, because they was like he gonna perform that diss song in Chicago.
Well, they can't get the guns and the thing, so they ain't gonna do nothing but shoot some innocent people. They can't get him, so yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing but shoot some innocent people. So, I think they did the right thing.
They canceled his second show in Atlanta. After he performed that same song. Are you familiar with that particular diss song? I Hate NBA YoungBoy. Okay. Because I was about to ask you, like, where did you rank that among, like, the?
I don't listen to no NBA YoungBoy song. I can't understand. I'm not angry. I can't. That hollering. Homie. My childhood trauma was healed, so I relate to music that has some game in it. Angry, violent, what he'll do, jumping on the floor, bouncing on your back, shooting gun movements, rubbing your finger across your nose, sliming. I'm too intelligent to even play that, man. I turn that shit off. That's the response you get with the NBA YoungBoy in my car. Man, change that shit. So I couldn't tell you no song, but I damn sure ain't finna listen to a song called I Hate.
All right.
I hate. Faith comes by hearing. Hearing what? Hearing the word of God or hearing whatever. I hate. I ain't finna listen to none of that shit, nigga. Cause I want to think. Yeah, I want to think. So nah, nigga. I ain't heard none of the nigga song.
So how do you feel about our entertainers that's been able to make it to old age? For example, like Ice Cube, for example, who's still dropping music.
He was a studio gangster. Yeah, he was a studio gangster. So it's easy to make it when you're a studio gangster. Tupac was a studio gangster. Dr. Dre was a studio gangster. This group aren't studio gangsters. They're trying to be real street gangsters. So they won't make it to old age. See, back before then, Ice Cube then was studio gangsters, so of course they can gradually make it to old age. So yeah, I don't think nothing about it. Them niggas way older than me. I don't think nothing about our black entertainers, homie. They're not our revolutionaries. They're not the ones when shit go to getting bad that we go look to for shit. Nah, these ain't they ain't it. Nah, and most of them dumb. Yeah, most of our black entertainers dumb and stupid, lack intelligence, can't read out loud. Most of them retarded mentally. They just got a script. Yeah, they just got a script. And that's why they can't talk away from their scripts.
Now, you just said that you ain't hurt nobody. And that just makes me, it just made me think out the blue. Young Thug just came home, right? And you know they was charging him with a lot of things or whatever, but he went ahead and took that plea deal, which is it 45 years?
15 years. 15 so it's actually like 45 years, 20-something suspended, 15 papers. So it's some shit that I ain't never even heard or knew that could exist.
Would you have took that deal?
Nah.
You would have took it to the box and fought?
I would have. Man, let me retract what I just said. I probably would have took it too, homie. Because the conditions of jail when you come from living how he and I have been living in this entertainment world, but I would have listened to my lawyer. My lawyer telling me we can beat this,
right?
Let's beat it. But we don't know how long this trial gonna last though. It could last another year.
And ain't nobody trying to stay in there for a whole nother year. He already been in there.
But the jury, just a week later after he took the deal, one of the jurors came out and told the judge in the court that I can no longer sit on this trial and not be biased. I am biased. I believe the prosecution is fucking up. Shit. All you need is one juror.
Right.
And you got one juror, and the judge said, sit your ass back down. I don't care about you being biased. Homie.
Because his other homies, they taking it to the box. Was it Yak?
Yeah.
They taking it to the box.
I actually talked to Yak and his family. I talked to I was over Yak's people's house, and I got a chance to talk to him. Homie, your faith go get you out of this, man. Is what I told him. Boy, you got the menace, all you got to have is just the faith of the size of a mustard seed, and you can't even see a mustard seed with the naked eye. Boy, you got some faith. Even Thug Daddy said, man, I wish he wouldn't have took it. Even the lawyer said, but I understand, we ain't got to sit in that jail.
Right. He got to be the one to do that time. I know he misses his kids.
Yeah.
But do you think he can make it though? Because you know if he mess up in any type of way, all that time gonna come back.
I'm just gonna say this, homie. It's hard to do anything consistently for 2 years, let alone 15 years.
All right. That's what I said.
Homie, and they ain't just got no regular stipulations and conditions. They got some super conditions on his ass. He got to leave Georgia. He's kicked out of there, away from his family. So you're being banned away from your family.
But do you think it's best for him to get away from that environment?
You
think it's better for them to, stay in the same area with the same people, or? Because some people is like, well, it's good that he can't go back because maybe he can get a new circle of friends and maybe,
My mama here, my kids here,
right.
My family here. It ain't never good to leave your family and you being forced to leave.
Right.
He wasn't having no problem. If you listen to the trial, Woody was the one doing all the shooting and Thug didn't know. He said, man, he didn't know I was doing this.
Right.
Thug didn't have nothing to do with Nut being killed. Woody did that on his own. Cause Woody broke into his car and Thug them jumped on him at that club. Nut and them jumped on him at that club. They didn't even know he was doing that. So he was running rogue. Man, but homie, I've been doing good here. I'm from here. I can come and change something here after what I done been through. When I come back from this, I'm way more valuable to my people. Because now the truth is out. We can mend some shit. Maybe him and YFN Lucci could have mend some shit now that they know he didn't have nothing to do with Thug Nut being killed.
It'll be dope if they was able to get on the record together. That'll break the internet right there, or a concert or something with Thug and YFN.
Yeah.
Man, come on now.
It'll bring peace and hopefully some healing because we're forgetting about the families. Nut mom and daddy been there at every trial. And shout out to Nut mom and dad. They been there at every trial, man. Ain't nobody interviewing them. Ain't nobody paying them $5,000 to $10,000 to tell their story. But the killers is reaping all the rewards.